Let's see. So, good evening, Mr. Mukelenga.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
I'm glad you made it. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you made it through the first interview. So we were interested to know more about you because we found you interesting. We thought that our culture might fit with your culture. But before we can fully ascertain that, we'll have a couple of questions we'd like to ask you if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay. And thank you so much for the opportunity again.
All right, thank you as well. So I'd like to ask you my first question, and it's a kind of not a very hard question. So I would like to know, why are you leaving your current company? Why are you trying to leave your current company? Why are you looking for a different job?
Okay, why am I going to leave my current job?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually I am a software developer, a front-end developer at a company, which is located in DRC. And I have built too many projects while at that company. And I've just realized one thing is that I could not have a big opportunity for me to learn even more. So I could not find how to develop my skills for learning new tools, new programming languages. And it's something I wanted to actually fix. I wanted to actually um, go further in what I feel I love. That's programming. So I wanted to get an opportunity, a place where I can learn more, where I can have the possibilities to even discover new things and new technologies that can help me move forward and be the best of myself. And that's why I wanted to join your company, since I saw that your company offers a possibility actually to learn new things, actually to increase our knowledge. That's the reason why I'd like to actually discover new things from your company.
Oh, I'm glad you're trying to improve yourself. So now that we know you're going to leave your last company, can you tell me what are you excited about?
Okay. Actually, what I'm always excited about is bringing solutions to whatever problem I'm facing.
Okay.
I'm always proud when I feel like I've accomplished something. So knowing that I can actually have to work on other different exciting projects throughout your company, it's something that really motivates me. Whenever I think of big things I'm going to accomplish, it's something that gives me actually the courage to even move forward. So whenever I feel like I have something to focus on, I have some goals that I need to reach, I actually get motivated and I want to even work hard in order to accomplish the goals.
Yeah. Okay. So you've told me that you want to work hard to accomplish the goals. So can you tell me what you're currently working on?
Actually, I am currently working on a project, my final year project at the university.
Okay.
And it's a kind of project that's somehow complex, which involves really lots of research.
Okay.
And it's having quite many challenging aspects. So when I have to work on this project, I realized that I needed help since I couldn't accomplish all of the tasks by myself. All of the features available in the applications cannot really be completed by myself. So I decided to actually ask for some help, ask for help, since I'm also having a deadline. I need to complete the project in a period of time. And I saw that with my abilities right now, actually, it is going to be a bit complicated. So I actually wanted to even do some more research, going to some other developers who are already experienced to help me actually face these challenges in order to meet the deadline and get the project ready. With this, actually, I've accomplished too many things. I have completed almost 90% of the project, which helps me actually feel even better and comfortable since I know that I'm going to meet the deadline.
Oh, that's wonderful. That sounds exciting. So, okay, so can you tell me what frustrates you? You know, what you find frustrating?
Okay, thank you so much. What actually frustrates me is when I feel like I'm going to fail doing something.
Okay.
When I feel like, oh my gosh, this is the end. It seems that I don't have any other thing to do. It seems that I'm about to give up. It's
Okay.
something that frustrates me a lot. And whenever I face this kind of situation, I want to remind myself that no, actually, I began this situation since I knew I could accomplish something. So I start motivating myself, start reminding myself that, of course, I can do this. It just doesn't mean I have to live whenever I face a challenge. This is a challenge. And whenever I face a challenge, I know that there is something new I can learn from this challenge. If I
Okay.
give up, what am I going to gain? I'm not going to gain anything. So that keeps motivating me and it helps me actually go all the way up to the end of the challenge and I get the better of myself while getting the project well done.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know that you don't easily give up. All right. So hang in there. Just have a couple of more questions. So you told me that you're a software developer and you love coding, you love developing. So I'm curious, what is your favorite tech stack and why?
Okay, can you please repeat the questions? The
Uh,
question
so,
again?
so I'm curious because you mentioned earlier that you're a software developer and you love developing, right? So
Yes.
I'm curious, what is your favorite tech stack? Yeah, and could you tell me why that's your favorite tech stack?
Okay, so my favorite tech stack to say is actually um, the design partner.
All right.
So whenever I have to actually work on something,
Okay.
I just don't focus on building something that works. I don't want to have something that works without having to follow the right pattern, the right way of doing things.
Okay.
So having to learn more on that actually helps me keep professional whatever I am doing. So whenever I face something, whenever I'm working on something, I just want to make sure that I just don't make it right, but I know that this is something which is actually better. This is something that has been done the right way.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's interesting as well. So I would like to know, can you tell me about a mistake you made at work? And please tell me what you learned from it. A mistake you made at work and what you learned from it. Yeah, I'd like to know that.
Thank you so much. Actually, I have a mistake I made.
Okay.
And that was when I first started my career. I was actually learning software development at my own while building my own little projects, which could not even be used by two users. I was the only one using the projects. So when I started my career at a company, having to deal with projects that are going to be used by several people actually for even big companies was somehow challenging. And with that, right after I got a job, I've been given responsibilities, many responsibilities actually for the web development. I was supposed to be developing projects for local companies, and that was a very first experience. I did not know anything about that before. Designing a website for a company actually. So at first, it was really challenging since I could not be communicating with clients effectively. This
Okay.
affected my work, and I ended up having projects that were not appreciated by clients. Thus, the company lost money uh,
Mhm.
with the project I designed the wrong way. So
Oh,
what
okay.
I had to when I realized something like that, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to continue like this. I'm not getting good feedback. I can't continue like this. I need actually to see if I can do even better." And I realized that, of course, I'm new in this world, and if I focus on my own strengths, I
Mm.
may fail them since I did not succeed at first. Then I started to reach out to other senior developers out there, reading more on how actually to communicate with clients,
Okay.
how to actually work effectively in order actually to make the client happy. Since
Mm.
at a company, we want actually clients to be happy. I'm not going to focus on something I feel is better. Now, I'm just going to focus on what the client is asking me. Because that was one of the problems I was having. I was trying to implement actually features I was most excited about, which was not really good since the client, nothing was guaranteeing me that the client is going to appreciate what I have done. Since that was making a delay to make actually the features that the client uh, was asking for. When I discovered something like that, when I knew what was the problem I had, and I looked how to fix these issues, and at the end, actually, we ended up having the customer satisfaction level raising actually, since I was designing projects that customers, clients were really happy and proud of.
Okay.
So I came to learn more from that, and I delivered a very good service to the customer.
Oh, that's interesting. That really is interesting. So I have a few more other questions. So, Mr. Mukelenga, I'm happy to say that I'm excited to know all these things about you. So we have a couple of more questions I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
So I would like to know, tell me about a time in which you had a conflict and needed to influence somebody else.
Okay. The time I had a conflict and I wanted to give it to someone else.
And you needed to influence
Is
somebody
that?
else. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you had to influence
Thank you so
somebody
much.
else. Yeah.
Okay. I had a conflict once I was working on a project at the company. I actually uh, had to talk to my supervisor because he came to me telling me that I have to work on this project because he had already had a meeting with the client, telling the client that the project should be done and in within a certain period of time. So he came to me and he asked me if I was able to accomplish the task in within that period of time. And I said, yeah, of course, I can accomplish this. Can complete this task in this period of time.
Okay.
And when I started working on the project, I actually got some issues, not from the project, but some other issues, personal issues that prevented me from completing the project and meet the deadline.
Okay.
So the mistake I made is that I did not notify my supervisor that the project was going to be late. So at the end, when we reached the deadline, so I was supposed to deliver the product, when the supervisor came to me, I couldn't actually give the project since it was not complete yet. And it's something that he did not really appreciate. And actually, he wasn't happy about that. And I came to realize that, of course, this is not really something good I did.
Mhm.
So I had to reach out to him and trying to explain what was the issue. Why was I late with the project? I explained to him what I was facing, the reason why, and I apologized since I knew that this was my fault. I let him know that, of course, I'm so sorry since this is my fault. I'm the one who didn't actually do it right. With that,
Okay.
actually, he was happy saying that I recognized that that was my fault. And he actually managed to reach out to the client, telling the client that, of course, we're getting in trouble, we're getting an issue here with the project, but actually the project is going to be delivered in a certain amount of time, a certain period of time, again, after the deadline. So what I learned from this actually is that whenever actually you're getting an issue, you may think that telling your supervisor that I'm not going to meet the deadline, I'm having something that is blocking me from completing the task I have to complete, is something that is complicated. No, actually it's something that you actually need to do. It's even worse, staying quiet if you feel like there is something that is actually not going well. Whenever you face something that's not going well, actually need to reach out to the supervisor telling that I'm probably going to be late because of this and this and this and this. With this, actually, he could not have been angry about the situation. And that's something I learned. So from there, I was actually telling the supervisor in advance on whatever problem I may be facing that could affect the deadline of delivering the product.
Oh, thank you very much. That was interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah.
The way that you went with that. So we're on our last question. I have one more question for you. And my curiosity right now is that, have you ever, I would like to hear about a time you balanced multiple responsibilities simultaneously, and I would also like to know how you handled it. So if you'd be kind to tell me a time.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much. Okay. The time I had to deal with multiple responsibilities at the same time is when I was actually at Microverse and had to deal with the university.
Okay.
I was actually learning at Microverse during the day and going at the university in the evening. So that was really, really challenging. Having to manage these two things and having them work together was really challenging. So I was actually looking at ways how I can manage actually these two situations in order to get the better results, even at the university, even at Microverse. And what I can realize is that I actually have just to plan. I have to plan. Whatever I want to do something, I need to set some goals. I want to set some goals for each day. I saw that doing things in whatever manner, whatever situation can lead you to not having to complete all of the tasks you may have faced or all of the duties you had to do. So having to plan in advance, how is my week going to be? How is my day going to be? Really helped me a lot managing the two universities, I can say that at the same time, while keeping the professionalism at both places. Since I was getting better grades at the university and I was delivering good projects even at Microverse.
Oh, congratulations with that. So, Mr. Mukelenga, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for this session. Thank you for your answers. And I really appreciate you taking the time to come meet us for this interview. So we shall take your answers, go over them, and I'll reach out to you when you have a final decision. So thank you.
And thank you so much as well for the opportunity. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon.
All right, take care.
Thank you.